Hello, this is Gary West. I've been providing accounting and income tax services for just over 25 years. I am an IRS enrolled agent and also am a certified QuickBooks Pro advisor for both the desktop and online products. Really appreciate you joining me today, so let's get started. If you're an accountant supporting multiple QuickBooks clients and you're also preparing the tax returns for those clients, sometimes using an industry-specific chart of accounts that matches the tax form being filed, that's a great way to go. Let me just show you why. Today I'm working in QuickBooks Accountant Desktop 2016. I've set up a sample company file for a client that's in the residential rental business. And let's just take a quick look at the chart of accounts. And in particular, I want you to look at the income and expense section. You'll notice that each chart of account name has a number to the left, or part of the name, all the way down through. Those numbers match the tax form line exactly. Now you might be saying, hey Gary, whoa. Aren't you really recreating the wheel? I mean, don't you know, Gary, that QuickBooks already has an income tax summary report? Why would you want to go through this extra effort? I'm going to show you why I want to go through this extra effort. I've got some dummy information in this file. If I click on Reports, Accountant and Taxes, go down to Income Tax Summary, okay, or 2016 here. Hey, this is a great report that that QuickBooks has. It certainly does total up my numbers by the tax description on the tax form, but it doesn't show the tax line. And the other thing is that if I've got a rental property, a client that has more than one property, they have property A, property B, property C. Well, I'd want to use class tracking to print a profit and loss for that rental operation by class or by rental property. Well, look at here on this predefined income tax summary report that QuickBooks has. There's no option to separate this report out by class. Oh, sure, I could go ahead and click Customize and Filter by class, and I could filter this report by the rental property that I want to report on, but then I'd have to save those reports for each rental property. That's kind of a nuisance. By setting up the chart of accounts the way I did, and by utilizing class tracking, look at the results I have. Reports, Memorize report. Here's a P&L that I customized and I saved as Schedule E Form 1040. Look at that. You tell me which report you'd rather have yourself or your staff working on to go ahead and get that Schedule E populated on your income tax program. So if you like this and you want to go ahead and do this, what I'd recommend you do is go ahead and set up various sample files, maybe one for residential rental or commercial rental clients for Schedule E, then another company file for Schedule C. You might have more than one sample for Schedule C, and also for farming, Schedule F. And once you do that, as long as you're using QuickBooks Accountant, Premier, or Enterprise, you can open any QuickBooks file and just simply click on File and create a new company from an existing company file. So if I have a brand new residential rental client that I want to set up QuickBooks for, I'm just going to go ahead and click on this, and I'm going to browse down to that sample Schedule E file that I've created, and I'm going to say Open, and then I'll just simply type out the name of the new client and say Create Company. That's it. I'll have a brand new company file for that client, and that chart of accounts that's so useful to me is all ready to go. Now this works beautifully if you're using the desktop product, Enterprise, Premier, or Accountant. If you're only using the QuickBooks Pro product, you can still utilize those sample files, but there's a couple extra steps. So what you'd want to do is, if you're in your sample Schedule E file, you'd want to go ahead and click on File, Utilities, Export, List to IIF. You want to click on Chart of Accounts, and you're going to want to export that chart of accounts and name it. I already did that, and I named mine Rental COA. Once you've done that, if you go in and create a new company file for a client, and when you do that, you'll have to select a predefined QuickBooks can chart of accounts. If it's a residential rental, you're going to select rental, and it's going to go ahead and have all of those suggested chart of accounts in there for you, all of the accounts. But still, once you do that, click on File, Utilities, Import, IIF, and you're going to select that rental COA that you've saved, open it, and you're going to bring that into your new client file. Now, yes, you're going to have some extra accounts because you've got the ones that QuickBooks gave you and you've got the ones you imported. That's, okay, that's the price of only having QuickBooks Pro. So you're going to go ahead and just click on Chart of Accounts, go down and review it. There'll be no accounting activity yet. So you just delete all of those accounts that you don't need, and you'll be left with those tax line accounts in your asset and liability accounts. So I hope this is useful for some of you. It works for me, and hope you all have a great day. Thanks for watching.